trash, music trash, not doing what it's supposed to be. Hey yo! Sorry, trying to manage everything that's just not cooperating today. Let me see. Everything is broken today, and I will admit I'm quite tilted about it, but it is what it is. OBS giving me troubles, audio troubles, all sorts of troubles, and on top of that, it's raining. It's snowing, and it's disgusting, and it's cold. And I just remembered I just put my coat in the wash and I did not hang it. Oh well, I'll have to figure that one out. Do let me know if my sound is okay. If it's not, fish, please go rest. You take care of yourself. I know what it is after having Aster. He's still sick, by the way. Still having to manage his energy right now. I know it's hard, so do not worry, go rest. I was not feeling great today, but then it passed. I woke up and I had a weird feeling in my leg, and I was like, this is very, very uncomfortable, and I do not like this. And then after that, as I was leaving the door, I'm holding my coffee, I have my backpack and all my stuff, and I'm super nauseous, and I'm like, should I go back home? I don't know. Drank my coffee, and then I was fine. So I was like, you know what? We survived. You gotta show goodwill while my boss is on vacation. I need to show that I'm working hard. I don't think that there's anything I can do to make them believe I work hard, because I kind of don't, but you know, gotta do my possible best in the situation that I'm in, you know? But yeah, I am just very tilted because OBS giving me issues that I really don't need. I wanted to wear my shawl today with my model, but for some reason my Stream Deck is not working. It's just not connecting to what do you call it again, VTube Studio anymore. So I'm like, I don't really have access to my toggles, which I just realized I forgot to turn on. Amazing. I'm a professional, I swear. There is no scuff in my world. Nah, I don't know that word. Let me just open some stuff I forgot to open. But no. Skip this, that, allow. And then how would I go about that? Like, I was home, I was really researching some stuff and blah blah blah, and all was good, and all of a sudden everything started dying and everything was a problem for no reason, and I was like, can we not? Can we not just break all of a sudden for absolutely no reason? Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to fix it today. I'll probably need to do a little restart of the computer and call it a day, because as of right now, I cannot, and I am not down to do more than I have already done. Anyways, starting the week with some complaining is what we do in this house, clearly. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a decent weekend. I didn't do much, to be very honest. Why is there no more music? What the hell? Like, what do you mean? What are we doing? Are you just here to annoy me to no end? Thank you. You trash. Anyways, I didn't do much on Saturday, and then I had a bunch of stuff to do. Yesterday, before the week started, I had to do some cooking, some errands, spend some time with my mom. It had been a while since I just spent random time at my mom's, and she was very cute. Got to braid her hair for her, and she was happy. Sad times, because she just recently dyed her hair black. And then by the time I was done braiding her hair, like, my nails were all blackened, and I was like, now I look dirty for no reason. I was like, you know what? That's true love right there. Lucky for them, they're going on a trip in a few weeks, and I'm like, I want to go with you. I am not living for the temperature that we have here. Like, I could really do without it, but what do you know? I'm stuck here and I'm poor. So, like, you know, one day when I become so rich that I can travel whenever I want, I will definitely minimally go to the beach once a year. For sure. This year I don't think I'm going, but maybe in 2 years I'll be able to. Hello Kudo, how you doing? How was your weekend? But yeah, I do envy them. They're going to Mexico, and I'm like, dang, I want to go too, but I can't, because I got no vacation at my job. My job be stingy with the vacation situation, so I'm like, can't even take a week off if I wanted to. So that's what it is. I'm really trying to, I don't know, work on my mindset about work so that I don't get in trouble because I hate it. Because since I hate it, I don't do as much as I could. and I really do the bare minimum, and even then it's kind of sketch. And I'm like, I need to hold down this job until I don't need it. So I need to, like, beat myself up, but I'm really struggling with that. But, the usual complaining that I do. But I'll do my best. But I decided recently that 2025 is my year of hustling. I will be doing all the hustles, all the side hustle I can find that I can possibly do. I will be doing all of them. So if I seem more busy than usual, that's why I'm trying new things. Whether it's content, whether it's other things, I will be trying anything. The only thing I don't want to do is Uber Eats or whatever, because I don't want to be out of the house doing my side hustle. I don't want a second job like that. Like, I don't think if I had a second job, I don't think I would be able to stream or do anything to relax. That's a bit too much for me, so I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, choked on my spit. Weekend was good. On my way home from work, let's go. We go home and check on Fish. Fish is sick. Fish is not good. That's why he has the dark circles under his eyes. Not good. Just realized that I forgot I made Succatron a little bit bigger than usual. Let me just fix it up a little bit. There we go. Now everything is in order. But yeah, I am excited for a new week. I'm excited for February. I have a bunch of things I'm working on. We did have a second cover fully funded last week, so I'm gonna do my best. I already started recording 1 out of 2. So I'll be working on that. I'm very happy. If you haven't seen, heard, whatever, I guess I haven't really spoken about it up on my channel. I am part of Project Hivescore. It's a network of different VTubers. It's a non-profit for VTubers to help them out, basically. It's pretty cool. They invite you and they help you out, and we talk about what they do, and hopefully if you ever look for help, or if you're an artist or something like that and you want to help by joining, you can contact me. I'll put you through to whoever you need to talk. But it's a network of creators working on stuff, working on projects, and getting a little bit of support with it. So I'm part of that group, and I have pretty cool projects coming on. So you'll probably see something about it in the next few months. It's in the work. Let's say that I'm collabing with other people on super cool projects, so look forward to it. Should be pretty cool, just saying. But yeah, I've been part of it since the beginning of the year. It's just like getting in motion now, but I will probably talk about it a little bit more over time as more things become more clear, more projects get started and everything. They're also helping funding with covers for me, so it should make things go a bit easier as they are being funded as well, so that helps a lot. But yeah. Hello Lenny, how you doing? Did they help you with the songs you made in the past? I was listening to them recently and they were so good. Oh, you're so sweet. No, they have not. They have not helped me with that. It's very new. I started this month, so first covers are obviously mixed by me, so no professionalism in there. And then I have maybe 3 or 4 covers that were professionally mixed that I have on my channel, and I just found a really nice, I guess, audio mixer on Beach, and I've been hiring them for a while. Well, congrats on that then. Thank you. I found someone that I really like, so I think it's from... Wait, I don't even remember what I have on my channel. Let me see. Like, the first cover that I had mixed was the Carnivorous Plant one. This one I like, but it wasn't my favorite. And then my favorite was definitely Totoro. Totoro was professional. Everything Matters was professional. Silent Night was professional. And Etoshi no Aki was professional. Sang with one of my besties, Twig. Yeah, I guess basically the only ones that I did release as music were actually mixed. Everything I mixed myself, I'm like, nah. This doesn't need to be on Spotify or anything. It's fine. If you really like them, you can find them on YouTube. It sucks that you can't just replace the audio on YouTube, because I don't know why, but I believed it was a thing. I was like, maybe one day I can just kind of re-record some of these and mix them a bit more properly, because even though I'm not a professional, I know better than what I did 3 years ago, so I could still record a little bit better than that and then replace the audio, but I don't see the option. Maybe I'm dumb, maybe I was daydreaming when I thought it was a thing, but I really thought it was. I thought like you could change some parts of stuff and change the audio, but at the same time I understand it would not make sense when people put on videos and people are like, oh no, I watched this video and of course they said that and then I change it. I guess it would be kind of suspicious if people could do that, so I understand. Good evening, Simply Snowy. How you doing? How was your weekend? How you been? I'm here trying to, like, make myself feel happier because I was very tilted by all the things that were crashing right before stream. I was like, today is supposed to be an easy stream. Today is supposed to be a stream where I just turn on OBS, find some music I like, and I yap. But no, OBS was not about that. Life was like, let me crash, let me have random audios, let me have settings disappear everywhere. That's what was going on. And I'm like, can we not though? Can we not? Hopefully I manage a bit better. And I hope things get better. I hope so too. I started troubleshooting too late. It was like 6:54, so I was like, let's give it up for today. But maybe I'll have more time before next stream to fix stuff out, and hopefully they don't harass me like that. I wanna just resting by before bed. I hope you have an amazing week because you're amazing. No, you, dear. Thank you for passing by and saying hi. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Never forget that. And I hope you have had a good weekend and that you will have an amazing week coming your way. Okay. But yeah, I have thoughts about content and stuff I want to do, and I'm like, I guess in a way I want to up my production value. At the same time, I am not someone that can afford to spend on that. So I'm like, what are free ways to do that? And I'm like having deep thoughts about it, because I know other people that like have put so much money into their content, and they will either make it back after like 3 years of waiting, or they will never make back the money that they put it. So I'm like, yeah, it's a gamble, and you need to be able to afford it. And I don't want to be in that place. Like, I know it's like wishful thinking to think that you can just like, slowly but surely grow your profit, but like I cannot afford to be spending on art all the time and like spending on ads on YouTube or spending on that. Like, I think maybe I could put some ads on YouTube if I make myself a little budget on like, okay, per month I'm willing to spend like $100 on ads. It might pay off, it might not, who knows, The seal in the crater looking into your soul. It's not a seal, it's a Sakabambasis. It's Saka-chan, our beloved. And yes, he's looking upon us, looking troubled, but looking into our souls, but not talking about it, Thanks for letting me use your credit card for my new Vive tracker, man. You're very welcome. I hope you enjoy it. I wish. Sorry, Mr. Blub. Yeah. Like, have you not seen this beautiful thing? Let me see. That Vector concocted. Let's see. Have you not seen this beautiful creation? I mean, it's an emo I already had, but Vector made it even better. I forgot to add that too, because, life is hard. But now I can have a bunch of things just fall on the screen. But yeah, I have ideas, which is part of what is happening tomorrow. I have been struggling with how I want to do things sometimes on the channel, and sometimes I know that I like to yap a lot, and sometimes I like to just give my opinion on random things, which is why I decided, okay, I'm just gonna watch stuff that I think is interesting and we're gonna talk about it, and I think it could be fun. And I have a channel that's been harassing me with like life situations, and yeah, we can be skeptical about articles, real articles, not real, I don't know, but we can still have a great conversation about it. So that's the type of thing we're going to be watching tomorrow. I won't tell you today, so keep a bit of the surprise effect, but I finally got around to testing my 3D stuff and bought another tracker for my head before prices went up. Let's go! You're fancy, you have trackers. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, I want to have like a super fancy 3D model, but I'm too scuffed for this. Honestly, I look at all the scuff that happens even for people that have like professional settings, and I'm like, I do like the comfort of knowing that most of the time my 2D model will do exactly what it's supposed to do, and I'm kind of kind of comfortable there. So I want to kind of stay there, you know. Probably the only free content I can think of would be editing and making clips and shorts yourself to upload, but that is its own set of skills. It is indeed, and I have done it before, and I do believe that I need to do it more. It's just hard for several reasons. First, I hate it. I hate editing. I tried to learn. I watched videos. I've edited stuff, and I can do it, quote unquote, do it, but I don't enjoy anything about it. But at the same time, you just gotta do it. You gotta suck it up and do it. Second, I'm also really not that great at it. So like, I have ideas and I see how I want something edited, and I know what I want it to look like, but I cannot reproduce it. Like an artist, like, you know, some people wish they could draw because they're like, oh, I have this idea in my mind, and then you pick up a pen and try to draw it, and it's a very terrible idea. It was the same when I wanted my second outfit for my first model. I had an idea, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna send it to my artist so like she can have a better idea of what I want. My goodness. I looked at whatever I put on that paper and I was like, oh God, oh no. Like, there's no way I'm sending her that because she will not know what I want. Like, this is not, like, what I produced on that piece of paper was not what I was trying to do. So I feel the same with editing, where I'm like, oh, I really love storytelling shorts, but I can't have the vibe that I'm looking for. So that's why I only have one story time short that is edited on my channel that I paid for, but at the same time, I can't afford that. I did it once because it was right before my debut and I wanted to like have some good publicity and whatnot, and it did really well. It had exactly the vibe that I wanted and I was really happy with it. But then I was like, but I can't sustain that amount. Even though maybe I could try and find a fund for it. Anyways, I'll think about it. Yeah, wait. You probably don't need to spend money, you just need to keep trying new stuff. Yeah, but I think it needs to be stuff that I like and that I enjoy. I don't want to force myself to do anything, so I guess I'm picky in that way. I'm not gonna just do the popular things just because I want to do something because I like it. And sometimes it might not be popular, and sometimes it might randomly be, but I'm just gonna keep doing me, you know? Hello, Elle, how you doing? How was your weekend? 3D full body tracking is a lot of tech. You probably would have issues. Yeah, I have issues with OBS, friend. So like, I mean, let's be real. I don't think I would manage a whole situation. Oh, hello, Phantom. How you doing? We're yapping about how you guys' weekend were, but also ideas and stuff I want to do about content, because I'm always troubled and I can't like complaining about it. I wonder if that was how I found you. I think it was. You think so? Like, the one short that was edited was the one about how I almost got kicked out of school in middle school. That was the one. The rest I have edited myself, but that's about it. Like, I used to have series, which is one of the goals I wanted to have for 2025. One more series of shorts. So maybe we'll do it. Maybe I just need to figure out what series I want to do. Yeah, I just need to figure it out and look into it. Content struggles never end. They really do not. Like, honestly, I'm proud of myself for sticking around as long as I have so far. I'm like, I've been there for over 3 years. I'm doing okay. I'm not seeing myself quitting anytime soon, so there's still hope for me, you know? It was a short that I found you from, but I don't remember which one it was. Let's go. Shorts doing their God-sent work. Sometimes they work, sometimes they flop. Who knows? Oh, hello, Thaddeus. How you doing? How was your weekend? But yeah, I was thinking about something and now I can't remember what I wanted to say. Wait. It is worth hiring editors for shorts videos, in my opinion, if you're going to spend. Yeah, if, ah, God! You're always terrifying me with the water bottle. Thank you for that. Yeah. Again, if I was gonna spend on something, there's two things that we want to spend on when it comes to content, which is editing and mix covers, this whatever expenses I have for my covers. If I had extra money for some reason, I would probably spend on like a little bit of an amount of ads per month. Like even if it was $50 a month, I would just put it into like, okay, I'll have an ad on like this one video that I know does well and that I know people will subscribe from, but that it didn't get pushed. I'll push it a little bit like every few months or something. I think those are the three things that I would spend on. Model wise, I have wants but no needs for my model, so like I don't think I will get anything new anytime soon. I don't see a point to. I'm happy and people know my face by now, you know. For what it's worth, there are short editors in all sorts of price ranges. A lighter edit for clips is fine in my opinion and is cheaper. For sure. Also, do remember that most prices that we see online are in USD. I'm a sad Canadian. I'm broke compared to you guys. So even if it's like, oh, that's, I don't know, 25 USD, it's a lot more for me. Like we struggling. Have you not seen all the videos about our economy? Like we're not doing too great. So like when we're changing our money to USD to pay for commissions and stuff, it is a bigger expense than it seems. So like whatever our salaries are, they may sound big as number, but then you need to remove a good amount to make it like make sense in US money. We're not going great like that, you know? Also, editing prices may be per minute. Cheap $10 for editing, maybe 60 plus in reality. Yes, it might be. I mean, we're talking shorts editing here, and I think for that one short that I got edited, it was 60 USD. And I love that short. But let's see. How much is 60 USD? 60 USD is 86 Canadian dollars. So it's getting closer to the 100 than the 60 for me. So I don't know that I want to pay $86 like that. So it's the same 60 USD is 86. So if I change my 60 Canadian, it's barely $41. So it's like, oh, rough. I can't. I got bills to pay, you know? Yeah, I've heard real estate is wild in the Maple Country. Yes, we're in a rough time right now. A lot of shorts editors do that for 10 to 20 USD each, which is better. You know, I would take an upgrade. That's $30. Maybe I can afford one. I guess, I mean, if you got deets, like, share with me, because anytime I've looked for shorts editor and then I would browse like through VGen or something, either I would not like the work, which I'm not super picky about, but sometimes I was like, it's not worth it, or like it's the bare minimum with no subs. I'm like, if you're gonna have a short, you need to have subs type of thing. But if like there's actual $20 one, I would be down to take time to like cut down my VODs into short pieces and then make shorts out of them, you know? They price per input material, not output material. So cutting down a 1 hour stream for a 1 minute short is easily 69 example. But it is true that there are small editors for sure. I mean, if I was gonna ask for short editing, I would not ask them to go through the VOD unless I want to get a few shorts out of it. If I wanted to get at least 3 to 4 shorts, I would give them the whole VOD. You fish for it, find them and do it. But if I have already a short in mind, or like it's a scripted one, like a story time type of thing, I'm giving them the thing. I remember when I hired that one, he was so amazed because I can't just talk to the camera and make sense like that. So I wrote the whole script and I was reading from the script right while recording. And then, so I was like, I already have the script, I might as well give it to him. So it made his life a lot easier because the subs were already made for him. So, you know, I'd be the type to do all that. It's just that I have to like find someone that I would be happy to work with and do stuff with. You're not sending a short editor the whole stream. That is if you send them a 60-second or whatever clip when they edit it. Yeah, I've seen the option for both. I've seen the option to like give them the clip, which is what I've done before, but I've seen the option of like, I'll go fishing into your stream and make X amount of shorts for it. But of course, yeah, it's gonna be more expensive because they need to actually watch the whole thing and figure out where to find stuff. Do you think you would feel comfortable using DaVinci Resolve to handle editing? While I do have some experience, it only takes like an hour to edit a short, and there's built-in subtitle generation. You know what? That's interesting. Well, first, I I have edited with a bunch of things. At first, I was using Premiere for everything. Like my starting soon screen, I did that with Premiere. But then I was like, I don't want to pay. So then I left for DaVinci Resolve and CapCut. And CapCut used to be so good for auto subtitles because with Premiere, you could have the subtitles, but no animation for it. So I would make the subs, edit in Premiere, add the subs in CapCut. Then I got DaVinci Resolve, and I've edited a few things with it, like my welcome video on my channel. I edited with that, but I haven't found the auto generation. If you could give me the deets on that, I would appreciate it. I've tried to find that. It would be a one-time fee for the license if you use. Okay, you have to pay for it. Okay, I was like, I didn't see an option for the sub generation, and honestly, if it's a one-time fee, I think it's worth putting in my expenses type of thing, you know? Oh, hello, Blues. How you doing? Hello, Fish Management for me in about 2 weeks. Yee. Hello, Jacob. How you doing? Why is the music gone? Why is the music always gone? Why do I get bullied today? Like, why is everything not working like it's supposed to? It's so freaking annoying. My God. Like everything's broken, and I'm very, very, very tilted by it. I'm like, I don't know. Is it too much to ask for you to just play music? My God. Anyways, Definition Real Auto Sub is part of the deal, which is $300 one time. I thought it was like a one-time fee for the subs option. I didn't understand. It was wait, and are you talking about 300 US? Like, I don't know about that. All right, let me see. That's $432. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, I ain't got money for that. That's definitely not the thing for me. I thought it was gonna be like a plugin or blah blah blah, but nah. You need the pro version. It has all the features and is a lifetime license, but it is not cheap. It is indeed very not cheap. No. I went away from Premiere because I didn't want to pay. I'm not trying to pay $430 for DaVinci. I will continue using CapCut. See what I do? Usually I edit everything in DaVinci and then I just export and then I use that in CapCut and make my subs over there because I ain't nobody got time. But I was so sad because I had my favorite font that I like to use for my shorts, and all of a sudden they made it a premium feature. And I was like, I don't want it to be a premium feature. I like my font, but it was like $13 a month to have access to the premium feature. Like, ain't nobody paying $13 a month for CapCut. So I just found another one. I still cry for my old one, but it is what it is. Can't help it. There's a plugin for the free version, but it takes setup and uses AI. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to work like that. I think I will probably remain a dual user doing DaVinci and what's it called? CapCut. Like, I do think there's a lot of like fun features in DaVinci, but I'm not an editing brain person, so it takes me a while to figure out how to do stuff. That's why I'm honestly pretty proud of myself for like a bunch of videos I've edited, because I don't know how I did that. I'm like, okay, well, are they the most complicated, cool, like sound effect and like different lighting and stuff? No, they're not, but they're right. And some of them got good views, so you know, we take it. Also, will rejoin the membership when I get my salary. My new bus is late with it. How dare they? And don't worry about it. Your membership is great, and it's a voluntary. And like I was telling my parents, I was like, did you know that there's like at least 14 people willing to support me every month? Like, honestly, I cannot believe that I got there in my life. I used to hope for 5 subs a month, you know? So like for me, having 14 members, that means a lot. So I'm really thankful for all my members. Don't worry if you can't 1 month, if you can't ever, it's fine. I appreciate you. It's very much fine. Wait. Wait, $13 for CapCut Premium Holy. Yes, per month. And because I was like, okay, let me see. Is there any reason why like I could qualify this like an expense I need in my life? And then I saw the price and I was like, absolutely not. Mm-mm. Yeah, I do one-time payments for all my tools. Affinity is also an amazing software. Affinity? It's a pretty close substitute for Photoshop. Ah, and sometimes goes on really good sales. Photoshop is one of them that, I became slightly a pirate for. Yeah. Anyways, it's been on my PC for years and I don't ask questions. I use a 2019 version. I only use it to do like my thumbnail or if I'm gonna do a post or something, I use it there, but that's about it. I don't even draw. I do pay for CSP though. I don't know. I thought there was an option to pay once, but I pay yearly or something. I don't remember. I think it's worth it. My bus is just late. Aw, you're sweet. I appreciate that. I keep forgetting that you aren't in Burgerland and with our band CapCut. I think that is still in a weird state here. I don't know. Is it? I thought everything came back at the same time. I thought like as soon as the 14-hour TikTok ban was over, everything would come back with it. I don't know. Because I know a lot of people that depended on CapCut, like they did everything on there. No, TikTok is technically banned still. Oh, really? I mean, I don't really use TikTok like that. So it's not like I noticed. I only went to check the day it happened because I wanted to see what it's gonna be like. And then I was like, dang, it's empty in here, you know? It isn't on the App Store. Oh, it is banned, just not enforced. So it's like if you have it, I mean, honestly, what are they gonna do if you have TikTok on your phone? Like, except, I guess you guys did have the message that told you that you couldn't couldn't something. I guess it forces you to not use it, but I mean, I feel like a lot of people just use some VPNs and stuff. Maybe you couldn't like post to it, but you can still use it. The videos are still there. That's what's the funny thing for me because I didn't think about it, but yeah, all the videos stayed. So it's not like we outside of America could not watch it. So it was fine for us. Very strange times we're living in. I'm back if you remember me. Of course, welcome back. How was your weekend? How have you been? VPN didn't work during that time. They have our accounts flagged as American. Oh, right, because you've been using it for a while. Oh. Well, we shall see what happens with that. Maybe there will be another apocalypse and another exodus to Red Note or something. I don't know. Hello, Karen. How you doing? How was your weekend? How have you been? But yeah, I am trying my best. This month, I've decided is the month where I try my best. We'll see how that ends because it just started. But I really want to push myself to make... Like, when I have ideas for content, I want to actually do them type of thing. I don't know who knows, honestly. I've been on Red Note and joining it there. We can find... I'm good. Farming upgrade materials in Elden Ring. Let's go. That's a real gamer life. We appreciate that. From what I've heard, if you have TikTok after the ban, your app won't update and get worse and worse. Don't know if it's true. I'm not from Burgerland. I'm from IKEA land. See, high five from the not Burgerland people. We don't know what's going on over there. We're just looking and we're like, it's a bit suspicious over there, but we're gonna pretend we don't see it, type of thing, you know? But yeah, there was an interesting post that I saw on Twitter yesterday. What a weird sentence to say, you know? But there's a VTuber that has a studio that has a project, and what they offer is... I mean, they haven't started yet, but if I remember well, they're offering like VTuber support packages or something for like $350 USD, which I can afford, so it's not even an option for me. But with that, you get a management team that helps you like, plan your content. You get an editor that does 2 long form videos a month plus like 2 shorts or something a month, and they like help guide your content to help you grow and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's actually a good idea. I feel like people like me that struggle with finding direction could use that. Like, I feel like if I could afford it, I would definitely get a VTuber manager, like, someone legit, not the shady ones. But I would like to have someone help me figure out where I want to go and like, okay, here's a good idea, like, here's what we're gonna do, and someone to be after me to check if I've done what I've said I was gonna do is something that I need in life, in every area of my life. So I need that in VTubing as well. Like if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this cover, like I need someone to be like, I need a deadline. I need someone to remind me, like you need to have this done and you need to post this. I kind of need that in my life. So like I think I would be the type of person to definitely spend on that if I ever grew enough that I could afford it. Like I would be like, okay, I can put back in my career by having someone like hold me by the hand and tell me what to do. And I know like most people are like, yeah, you want to be your own boss and all that. Like I want that to a very, very small extent. I don't want to have to deal with like colleagues and bosses and stuff like that, but I need someone to tell me what to do. I just need someone to help me figure out what's going on, you know? Like, and be like, observe the market for me and be like, oh, it would be a good idea for you to do this right now and blah, blah, blah. I'm not good at research, so like, I know I have my strengths in a lot of things, but this is not one of mine. It's just not, you know? Da 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 da. Also, the reason that I've missed streams is because of new job and, well, Infinity Nikki addiction. You know what? I've heard a lot about this game. I don't think I want to play it because I stay away from gacha, but it looks very pretty. I don't know if I would ever get into it. I haven't found a game I just like to play offline too much these days. I've been playing Persona 5 with Aster. It's fine so far, but it's really not talking to me too much. Like, the characters are a bit, aggravating with their logical solutions sometimes, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What, are we dumb? Are we supposed to be surprised right now? That's how I feel at the moment, so hopefully it gets better over time. My weekend was good. I hope yours was good as well. It was pretty good, pretty calm. I did a few errands, but mostly stayed home, so you know, we take that. If they can make you more than $350 per month, then maybe that's worth it. But obviously, they need to bring in more than they cost. Definitely. Like, I feel like, let's say I was a new VTuber and I was starting from like the beginning. And I was like, okay, I will put some money on the side to hire a team, and then they help you plan your debut, they help you plan your social and everything to do it in the best way possible so that you can grow real fast and then you can be able to afford them continually. I think that would have been a good thing for me. But as of right now, I ain't got these funds. Maybe one day when I hit goal. My current goal is to retire in 2 years. My parents look at me and they were like, uh-huh. I was like, yes, I will be doing all the side hustles so I can retire in 2 years. And they're like, uh-huh. I'm just joking, but like, I mean, wishful thinking, okay? Manifesting, that's what's up. I'm manifesting. Oh, wait, I'm missing some chat out here. Da, 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 da. I don't know why this is happening. But let me just catch up. Hello, Edward. How you doing? I've been able to stream for a while. I hope you remember me, but I came by to like stream and share it again. You're so sweet. I can see, but I hope your sharing will pay off. You're very sweet. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by as well. Did you ever start the My Music channel? I have. I started posting a bunch of covers on it, and then nothing special happened. I didn't expect anything to happen either. I'm not sure what I want to do with this channel because I don't know what kind of content. Do I just repost my covers? I don't know. I kind of like having everything in the same spot. So I do like having my monthly karaoke's here. But I'm like, do I need to make a channel just for music? Especially on YouTube, it's going to be hard because with copyright, it can get hidden as well. So I'm not sure exactly what my plan or thoughts are about this yet, you know? You need a manager. Yes, I do. Hey, Chad is new manager now. My first thing I want you to do, I don't know, I'm not good at this. You know what's very much felt? Relatable facts right there. Sorry. I gotta go back to getting stuff done. I can send you some edits later. Just book me about it if I forget. Yes, I will. Thank you so much. I'd like to know because I'm confusion. I live my life in confusion. I hope to be a millionaire by 40, so I can't fault your dream. Hope you find good luck and make progress. Thank you. I wish you the same. I hope you can retire by 40. I will be working towards that, and hopefully we can all make it and retire. Like, I just don't know. I know that I complain about it, but I'm very serious about it. I really don't want to be working for the rest of my life, and I know that it's a very common thought, and a lot of people feel the same. But like, I will do everything in my power to make it happen. And like, you know, you can't just sit down and hope for the best. Like, for some people it does work like that. They sit down and then bam, monies or whatever happens, and then they don't need to work for the rest of their lives. But I'm like, you know what? If I don't manage to get there, it's okay as long as I tried everything I could to get there. That's all I want. I just don't want to have any regrets later on and be like, oh, well, I should have tried this, which is a bit why I started to do VTubing, because like I will probably regret, like if I decided now to start, I'd be like, I could have been doing it for 3 years and I missed time, and I didn't want to feel like that, you know? Yeah, folks, take care and stay safe, stay warm, and stay blessed. I got freight that's distant from Maine. Bye bye. Bye bye, Wayward. Stay safe on the road and see you around when you can. You're awesome. I won't retire even if I'm a millionaire. I'll just not need to worry as much. Well, yeah, that's just having a worry-free life. Because no matter what, money's always gonna be a worry of ours poor normal people, you know? Like we're gonna be like, oh, gotta pay my bills, pay my rent, pay my things. But if you don't have that worry in your life, you can do whatever you want. Even if maybe I would even want to work part-time on something that I like, something that I'm actually passionate about. I would probably go like do some work in other countries sometimes just because I have time and I don't need to worry about it. It's just that tranquility that it can give you to be like, oh, I can like spend time, you know, make my own schedule, take care of myself. Honestly, if I had money, I'd like to take care of myself. Like just, you know, once a month I go get a massage, relax a little bit, get a facial, take care of my skin as I'm aging like that. I'm an aging turtle now. And just like, you know, make sure that my body feels the best it can be. Now I wouldn't have to worry like, oh, when can I go to the gym? I need to cram that into my schedule. No, I can be like, I can go at 11 on Tuesday and stay as long as I want, and then do whatever I got. I would be a lot more inclined to work out if I could do it whenever I want and be as long as I want, because now we go like on lunchtime, so we have to rush, do our sets, do our thing, and then go home. But like I'd be the type to go do my stuff, and with a little bit of cardio, go into a massage chair for a little bit. Like I would like to be able to chill at the gym. I'm already there at that point. I might as well make the best out of it. But I can't, because you know my boss gonna be checking if my phone is open or not. You know. But yeah, no, I would probably do stuff. I don't know what, but I would do something even if I was retired. Even if I was a millionaire, I would still stream. And sure, I wouldn't be that much worried about what money I get from streaming. But I'd like to have my little hobby. I would still continue movie night. Movie night is very important, you know? I had that almost due to stock, but well, I didn't sell. No, it was at the meme stock. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to learn about stocks and stuff. I don't want to go like too hard and then put all my money and then lose a lot. Like I would be depressed. Like I'm trying to be very safe with it, learning, observing the market, and learning stuff. So like, who knows? Maybe I'll struck gold and go out of them. But also stocks are a weight game sometimes. Unless you're doing like day trading and you're like buying and selling all the time, but you want to wait on the stock, like, because I think I saw an article on Yahoo Finance the other day and it was like, yeah, 5 years ago we recommended people to buy this stock for like $30 and now it's like 1.5k. So like if you had like 1,000 of them, you got a bunch of bunnies now. And it's like, yeah, well, I didn't know about stocks 5 years ago, so it's too late, but I need to find the next stock that will do that so I can be fine. Once I'm not doing both full-time work plus full-time school, I'll also be taking bigger care and hitting the gym as it is. There is no spare time. Hell, I'm studying now. Yes, that's so hard because there's just so much we need to do for our normal lives to just keep going. Like we have to manage, like now I need to make sure like when I get home, I eat, and then it's like checking on Aster, seeing how his day was. We talk a little bit. Then I need to prepare for stream and stuff. And then I get to relax a little bit until I go to bed. But that's my Monday to Friday. Most of the time is pretty busy. And then Saturday you try to clean the house. And then Sunday is like family day. So most of the time we'll either go to my parents or his. So like, you know, there's not that much time left. Like I can't tell when I've had like a me day, like a full-on me day where I'm like, I do whatever I want today. I guess it happened a little bit during the holidays. That's when it could happen, but that was about it, you know? I made a few wise choices back in college and made about 6K, but had to sell them all for a house payment. they would have been worth about triple that by now, but I don't regret my decisions. Of course not. Honestly, I would say if you got a house, it's one of the best investments you can have. Like, as my mom always says, invest in bricks. At least you know that if, like, let's say, like, good that it tripled, but what if it just went down and you lost that 6K? At least you still got your house. Your house isn't going in the wind. If not, you have insurance usually. I don't know how it works in the States, but usually you have insurance for your house to not, if it burns down, then you're safe type of thing. Let's think about it. Do you have fire? I think we had fire because we're a bit paranoid. We're like, I don't think I would do anything for the house to burn, but what if it burns with everything inside? We're kind of messed up. So my shares in Nasdaq were worth about 80K. Now they're worth 3K. Still profit though. Yeah, it sucks. I've been there where like I bought a stock and I saw it like with 500 like profit. I'm like, ooh, but it'll probably go up a little bit, and then I didn't sell, and then I made $3. And then it's like, okay, well, I didn't lose, but I lost somewhere anyways. Like I feel betrayed, but at the same time I betrayed myself. I should have just gotten rid of it when it was time and like take the high and reinvest. But it's all about that. You can't blame anybody but yourself when it comes to stocks. So yeah, frankly, the property value has already grown to far exceed that difference. And the property tax too much. Yeah, property tax. I still don't know why they need to tax us for that. Like, who asked? Like, it's the same house that the last person owned anyways. Or like the welcome tax that they make you pay on the house. It's like, okay, but why is that a welcome tax for a few $1,000s? Hello? Don't you know that we just blurred our whole salaries into a place? Like, what do you mean? But yeah, it's just, I hope to find the one thing that works for me. I guess I was never a real hustler, but I've noticed that about myself. Like, anytime someone talks to me about something, I'm like, you could monetize that. My sister's like, oh, I discovered like drawing with like the alcohol, like, what do you call them, markers and stuff. And I'm like, this looks good. You're doing great. You should make a channel. You should put that on YouTube. People like to watch people learn how to use stuff. You should do this, and then you should do that, and then you should make your channel like that. And then my sister came out with a drawing coloring book. I'm like, yes, do your thing. Get your bread. I can't do it. I have ideas. I just don't have the talent for it. So I'm like, if you have questions, I may not be a professional YouTuber, but I have some inklings about a few things that can probably help you. I'm just like the type to give up on my own ideas. That's why I have problems. But that's another subject, okay? But yeah, I wish prosperity and greatness to everybody in this chat. You all deserve it. You all deserve to retire before 40, okay? Well, the housing market can flip though. Like, it have in my region in IKEA land. It's currently a buyer's market, aka how I got my current rent and on my apartment at way below what the last tenant paid. Well, fingers crossed for us, because it's extremely bad in my city and in my country. It's just not. Mapleland is not about that. I live in one of the biggest cities, so it's absolutely terrible. I remember like when I was leaving my apartment last summer, they were gonna up it. I think it was $300 more for the next person, and I was like, my apartment is absolutely not worth this. Like, it was barely like a 2.5 for like $1,200. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that this is worth it. And I mean, it was not my worry at that point, but I was like, they're definitely just scamming the people. Whoever gets that apartment, it wasn't even that great. It was not like you heard sounds from the hallway every day, all day. You had annoying neighbors that were stepping above on your head all the time. And I can't imagine paying 1.2K for this a month for nothing. You still have to pay all your other bills. And I'm like, absolutely not. Welcome home, Kuro. Government, you've not changed anything, but we think your house is worth more now. More money this year, please. Basically that's very much that. The government, like, I'm not gonna get into tangent, but sometimes, like, I'm really not a political person. I do not care to watch the news too much. Like, I just get my daily recap from Master, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, or that's very dumb. That's pretty much how much I have an interest in it. But I'm just like, but why are they doing this to us? Like all the random taxes that they put on us for no reason. I started explaining me something about taxes in Canada today, and I was like, but why? And they were like, government needs money. They get money somewhere. And I'm like, but that makes no sense. Leave us alone. We can barely eat right now. Like, leave us alone. Yeah, it has been like that for such a long time where here in Akilan, property companies popped up like, I don't know, since it was so easy to make money, then it burst during COVID and it's just now recovering. Oh yeah, I guess it is what happened. Like it was really, really bad during COVID, like trying to buy and looking for stuff. Like the housing market was crazy. I don't know why. I wonder if, like, I guess in a way, people working from home made that they had more money most of the time because they weren't going out, they were not going to the restaurant, they were not paying for gas, they were not paying for a bunch of things. So I guess if they were smart, they were saving more money and then they were just buying everything everywhere. I don't know the logic behind it, but I'm like, dang. Same. At least I don't have to worry about my landlord changing my rent anymore. Facts. That's the best feeling. No property tax in Sweden. I guess it's time for me to move to Ikea Lane. But yeah, no, rent is stressful, and you know, if you can't afford to buy a house, I see no problem with renting. I don't think there's anything wrong. And also some people decide that they want to rent until the day they die, and I don't think it's a problem. I think for me a goal is to have your own place and like to put the money into something that is yours in a way that if you want to change, like, you know, if you change apartments, you go and then nothing happens. But if like you pay your house over the years and one day it's fully paid and then you want to get a bigger house, well, you have another house to sell to fund the new one. You know, you have a little something that helps you, and that's your money. And usually it will take like value depending on how well you took care of it, what renovations you did. There's a lot that can help by having something, you know? Or inheritance tax or wealth tax. You know what? I feel like a lot of governments could learn from Sweden like that. I'm not saying that everything is a lot better in other countries, but like we all need to learn from each other out here, okay? Stop the taxes. Stop it, okay? If only rent doesn't cost as much as a mortgage. How can anyone leave the apartment life that way on an average pay? That's pretty much it. And honestly, considering how high rent has gotten these days, which also reflects on how much more expensive the houses have become, it's like, oh my god, how do we live? It's just so hard to make sense out of it. Like, it's like, oh, like I feel like if you can buy a house, it will be money for the future. You're investing your bricks. If you can't, you can't. But like, try not to pay as much as a mortgage. It hurts. It would hurt my soul more than anything if I was paying like thousands of dollars in rent. Like, I could not. Fair warning: if you do buy a house, expect to pay like 2% for the total cost in repairs, like every other year. Not financial advice. Things to break often. Yeah, for sure. I think it depends on what type of place you buy, because you guys, I don't know, you guys have condos, right? And they say, yeah, if you have a condo, it's a bit less. Like, yeah, you don't have a full-on property, you have neighbors next door and stuff like that. But usually, there should be less things breaking than if you have a whole backyard and a basement and everything, you know? So, choose what works for you at the time of the purchase. Like, I don't even know. Like, if I had a whole house, like, I would probably be struggling out here trying to make sure everything is done around the house. So sometimes you want to start smaller anyways. Even if it's a smaller thing, start with that. And then you can sell it and buy something better later, you know? The tax for work is around 30%. Like what they take out of your paycheck. Honestly, I don't know exactly what number it is here, but it's probably about the same. The person is lowballing. Charge 3-5% annually minimum, assuming no disaster. Yeah, I definitely have a savings account for house expenses. Like, just like a few weeks ago, we had to change all the valves in the house because they were too old, and that was like a random $600 I did not expect to pay. Like, you know, it's just, you never know. And then there's the random stuff, and I had to pay that really close to after I hit that car back in December, that I had to pay $950 for. So it just hit me in one go. I was like, okay, I don't have any debt. I'm doing great right now. And then bam, $600, bam, $900, like bam, it just hits you. So that's why you want to have an emergency fund. I guess we should start a financial learning on the channel. And I know that might be my niche out here. Um, yeah, 2% of the total house value. Like if you had 250K house, that'd be like 5K fixes. A friend told me this and this that crap is irritating. Yeah, yeah, it's very accurate. There's always something going on, you know. Uh, and that at 25% on most good. Yee. That's that. Well, for us, goods is 15%. So I guess there are some places that is worse than us. No, that is huge though. Yeah, for that I'm really thankful. Like my parents had put money away for me to go to school, so I was very grateful for that. So I never had any school debt. Not that we have real school like debt compared to the states. Like one semester of uni for me was 1.5K, and then books, that was expensive. So like if you had a part-time job, honestly you could pay a lot more easily, unless you get like a master's degree and stuff like that, then you have to go to a private school, then yeah, it will be more expensive, but honestly we'll never get anywhere close to what Americans pay, you know. There's two things you can't escape: taxes and my is yapping. That's right, you got that right. That's the best way to put it. I will yap your ears out and there's nothing you can do about it. Um, Yard work never ends. One of the blessings of apartment life. Yes, like in a way, I wish to have a yard one day, especially if I do have kids and then I want to play in the backyard. And like, I would like my kids to have the same fun I had with nature. Like, I don't want them to be iPad kids as much as possible. I know it's hard to control these days, but I would like them to like play with mud, make potions, play with the ants. I don't know, look at the trees. I want them to like make things and like make mud cakes. Like I want them to have fun and then just go run in the rain. I'd like that for my kids, and it's a bit harder in an apartment life or like condo life. So like, you know, one day, if I can afford it, I'd like to have a backyard. Also, I would love to have a pool, but at the same time, I'm terrified because if I have kids, I will be paranoid about the pool. So I'll be like, oh God. Like if I have babies, I'm definitely putting them into swimming classes, like for sure. Like there's no way. I will make sure they know how to save themselves, you know? Have you sung Dancing in the Rain? No, I've never sung that. Like I only know I'm dancing in the rain, and then I don't know the rest of the song. Wait. And assuming higher is probably a good idea, like Drex mentioned, is probably good. Yeah, I have like plans. I am very obsessed with my budget. Like I have a whole spreadsheet that has like 5 sheets in it. No, five. There's already 10 sheets in it of different things in there, and I keep track like an eagle, and I'm like, oh, this and that, and then I'm gonna invest in this, and then I'm like, I have projected like, oh yeah, I can invest in that. I don't have the money to invest, but I want to put that money down. I just need to make it, and then I'll put it in there, you know. um yeah, same here. In IKEA land, school is free, and I got a government-backed loan for living expenses at basically 0% interest. That's very nice. Like, I do think education is important. Like, is there like useless things in school? Yes, but I think it's good when the government supports. Another reason that I'm sorry, no, don't take offense, but I would never move to the States. I have several reasons for that, but I would not have to like worry about my kids going to school and wanting to go to that specific school, and then we can't afford it, and they end up with a giant student loan. You know, we may not have Harvard and stuff, but we have decent schools here. They can go to school here or get a what do you call it? And you know, sponsorships or stuff to go to school overseas. If people want them and they want to pay, sure, but nah. Comfy stream yapping. Yes, we're just yapping your way out here. I always assume expenses high and income low. The difference is Appy bonus. Yes, I always budget for that. I'm gonna spend more on certain things so that I can feel better about myself when I'm not in the red at the end of the month. You know, you're just like, I did so well. I accidentally moved into a retirement community. Main benefit is that the HOA takes care of literally all external things: yard, roof, gutters, all of it. It's like a cheat code, but expensive. For sure, but also you're not gonna have to worry. Like I'm an old no touching grass turtle, so like I don't need to. I would be like, I don't need to worry about people partying in the streets and waking me up because it's just old people around me. So there are some perks there too. Like you don't need to worry about like random activities in the middle of the night. They're sleeping. I just need to make it good. Yes, yes, that's how I feel. And like I don't know how long it will last, but I'm super motivated to make it work. So I'm just gonna keep at it. Okay. As far as swimming goes, I learned to swim in a lake. It was fun. That sounds fun, but that sounds scary. Because the one time I almost drowned in my life, it was in a lake and I felt death when I was tiring out, and all of a sudden I was like touching, like, I don't know, this type of like, not seaweed because it's a lake, but whatever would be the seaweed in a lake. I touched that with my toes and it was cold, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna die. It's death coming for me. And it gave me a boost to go past. But learning in there would have been scary for me. Times are changing. What? You don't like 24-hour barbecue in the hood? Probably not. I like to sleep at a reasonable time. Seaweed of the lake. What is your wisdom? Yes. Do not try to swim a long distance when you just learn how to swim. That is my wisdom. As you look at someone sitting on the shore looking at you dying. It's a very interesting experience. But yeah, I learned how to swim very late because my mom was really scared of water. But at some point I went to the public pool with my dad. We used to go after school every time. And I just learned in a kiddie pool, but I was like 14. It's my dad teaching me how to swim, and then as soon as I got it, like we started like training together. I should have stuck with it. I would be in shape today, but oh well, I did it. Also, back in the day, I didn't have a good situation from my hair, so it would have been such a mess. Now that I have locks, after they mature, I can actually have fun and do that. Good wisdom, thank you, thank you. I suck at swimming. I float like 1 foot below the water. Same, I can't float. High five, Karen. How you doing, my beloved Karen? But yeah, no, as I was observing that, like, he was like, apparently some people can float and some people can't. Nah, if I try to do like the star situation, I will drown. Like, nothing can help. And then I was just jealous of him floating professionally, and I was like, I can't do that. I absolutely cannot. My dad can. I can't. I don't know. I'm just not one of these. I did a lot of swimming growing up. I miss it, but also pools are way too expensive. Do not want. That's the thing. That's why a pool is something I would want if I was really actually rich. If I'm just basic income, I ain't doing that because you have to have all the pumps. You have to clean it all the time. Now, when you're rich, you have people that come and take care of it for you, okay? Because I ain't doing all that. But you could, like, for sure, if I had a pool and I didn't have to work, I would be in the pool every single day during the summer. There's no way. I would be so ashamed just because I would like swimming. Because I'm not the type to just go sit in the floaty in the pool either. Like, I would be swimming. I would be, boom, 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 boom. I'd be doing that every day. And I have so much fun. It'd be so great. But I ain't there in life, sadly, I got a diving certification last summer. It's like being in space but underwater. Honestly, it's so scary. I'm kind of scared of like deep water. So like if I was like forcing myself to breathe, like when I went snorkeling with the turtles, it was very trippy for me to breathe through my mouth only, and I don't know. It kind of scares me. I don't know. I did swim team for 4 years. You get fit as hell. I still get a little nauseous around indoor pools, though with all that ammonia. I was a decent swimmer though. Had a 25-second time for 50 meters. Ooh, look at that. It's a professional in our midst. Okay, all right. I can't do all that. Like, I can swim. I'm decent, but not like that. That's cool. I wish I did that as a after school activity or something, because I think I would have kept doing it longer and I would have stayed in shape. Like, I'm not super out of shape, but I need some toning out here, okay? Finding a pool as a kid is free. Finding a pool as an adult costs money. Very, very, very strong facts right there. Very much agreed. And it sucks. It's expensive. Even though we do have a big pool center close to our place, I don't know what the prices are. And sometimes the pools are suspicious, but I guess it would be best to go in winter because then there would be less people. But yeah, we'll have to see. Pools are like boats. You have friends or family with one and go visit them. I wish. That's the thing. I know I have nobody. I have no friends, but I have no family that has a pool. Like when I was younger, my aunt used to. So when I went to like, I would spend a week at my cousins in the summer usually, and then we would go to their pool and have a lot of fun. But then she moved, so I have no family that has a pool, so I can't. There's nowhere to go for me, and I love swimming. If there's one thing like like physical activity that I like to do, it's swimming. It just makes me happy. I feel at peace. I feel in shape. Life is good, but it's just so hard for me to find a place like that because I guess with where we live, it's not as popular to have a pool. Like when you live in a hot place where it's not winter 6 months out of the year, there's more chances of your neighbors or friends to have a pool, you know? I have a lake right outside of my apartment complex, and every time I go in there, I get chemical burns. So don't go in there, Karen. That might mean that the water is not safe to swim in. I don't know, just an inkling, but it might not be the safest situation. Just putting it out there, you know? Yeah, swim team and 4-hour workout today. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing all that. I would swim, but don't ask me to have a workout after that, la dang. Public pools here in IKEA land are like $4 for a day. Pros of being basically a former socialist country, but they build like so much stuff like public pools, bowling alleys, and cinemas, and they're cheap. Oh, cheap cinemas? Like, you're convincing me to want to move. Like, what do you mean? I think last time I went to see a movie, it was like $16 per person, and I was on a cheap day, and I was like, what kind of like scam is that? Like, what are we doing? What happened to the $5 it used to be? And then the prices for popcorn and all that. Like, no. I haven't been to the movies in at least a year, if not more. But like, it's just like, it's not worth it. It's too expensive. And the only cheap day here is on Tuesdays. And I stream on Tuesdays because I'd rather stream than go see a bad movie for a lot of money. So it's like, it is what it is. If I go, I'll probably go on a Saturday and pay a lot and be very sad about it, you know? It's fun going night swimming and it feels like you got sunburnt. You know what? I was about to agree with the first part of the sentence, even though I have never done it, so I'm curious. I'd like to do it once. Like, swimming in the dark sounds very scary but exciting. But I'm not about the chemical burns though. Oh, I went night snorkeling once around South Padre Island in the Gulf of Mexico. It was awesome. But what do you even see? Do you have to have a flashlight? What if there's a random beast like coming for you? That's terrifying. I could not. No, no, swimming in the dark in the ocean? Oh, no, that's scary. I don't like it. It makes me have shivers. I don't like it. Last time I went to the movies, it was $25 per person. And then the food was another $15 for a drink and oh, we are living in dark times, I'm telling you. I think the last movie I saw in theater was Konosuba's Curse and Demon movie. You be watching anime at the movies? Dang, you guys are living good. I've never seen any anime at the movies. I think I heard when the Demon Slayer movie was supposed to be there, but not more than that. That was about it. Yeah, we did land workouts followed by swimming workouts when I was on the team. Ew. My lips would turn blue early in the year because the water was still cold, but it was a good experience. I don't know about that. But that means that you're sweating your life out and then you're just jumping in the pool with all the sweat, so everybody's sharing their sweat and then it gets washed up by the chlorine. Like, what's the play here, you know? Same last movie I saw in the movies was Barbie. I think that might be the last one I saw too, and I personally didn't like it, but you know, but that's because I just don't watch a lot of movies. Same, I've watched so many movies in the past 3 years just because we've been doing movie night. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't know anything. That's why it's very rare that I actually know the movie that we're watching. I was so into anime growing up that a lot of movies just passed by and I just never watched them. I also didn't have cable TV, so I had access to a little bit less things than other people. So there's a bunch of movies that people are like, oh, that's a classic. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. I have no idea. So it's like, I'm discovering a lot of cool things through movie night, and that's one of the reasons I'm so grateful for it. I've learned so many things. Now you're getting cultured. That's right, Vector. It's Vector Spaceman. How you doing? How was your weekend? The night snorkeling was with a full moon around a sandbar that was like 3-4 feet deep. Lots of seagrass and small fish and blue crabs. Ooh. And we did have flashlights, yeah. Well, I hope so. Like, dang. The moon might be there, but I don't think it's enough to make me feel okay. Oh, hello, Beria. How you doing? Welcome in. How was your weekend? We're chatting, we're yapping, we're complaining as usual today. Tickets in IKEA are $12 no matter the movie, day, and time. That's a scam. That's a scam. We're getting scammed out here, guys. I don't know what they're charging us all this money for. What are they charging us? 15, well, 16 in my case, but $25 for a movie ticket. And then, you know, the saddest part is when the movie wasn't even good. Imagine what, paying $25 for a movie you hated. Like, what do you mean? Jeez. Learning... Good, thanks. Happy to hear it. Learning things like Princess Bride. Is it a Mel Brooks movie? I don't know who Mel Brooks is. I don't really know. I don't know. What else did Mel Brooks do? I don't know. Time to Google, actually. I have no idea. Mel Brooks. Interesting face. Okay, so Robin Hood was from him, so I do know that one. I don't think I really know a lot of other things. Yeah, no, I don't think I know anything else, so I think that's about it for me. Well, yeah, my parents never had cable either, though now they have like every streaming service, even Apple TV. My parents still don't watch TV, so my dad watches hockey once in a blue moon and that's about it. That's what the TV is there for. So only time I watched cartoons were at my grandparents that had every channel basically. And no, I watched Young and the Restless at my grandma's. That way was up, you know, that's what we did. Gotta warm up before you hop in that cold pool. Otherwise, your butt is... You'd be seeing your breakfast again from the exertion. I guess training was kind of intense in retrospect. In retrospect, like, I mean, it looked like kind of dire situation if you ask me. Oh, you're Joel streaming. I was wondering where everyone was typing. Oh, yes. Hello. People say hi to Barry on Twitch. Hello. Be nice. On the screen. Because they did. I don't have a merge chat. Because life is hard out here, okay? But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, if I wanted to spend 3 hours watching something disappointing, I could just watch VTubers for free. That's all right. That you're very right about that, Vector. If you want to be disappointed, you watch VTubers. You watch Turtles specifically, and you get all the disappointment that you wanted to get. That's what's up. Princess Bride is a great movie. Yes, I did enjoy watching it back. It was nice because, you know, I feel like Robin Hood is very different than Princess Bride, but my brain always associated the two. But it was so nice, so wholesome, so great, so nice humor. I really enjoy watching Princess Bride, so that was a good one, you know? I like Princess Bride. That one is one of the fast for me and my wife. Yeah, it's very nice. It's just a great time. And then I feel like I can actually show that to my kids. Which reminds me, while we were watching it, we were like, oh, we could watch some Columbo and try to figure out the crimes together. Honestly, that sounds like a fun time. So I might start doing that. I need to think about the logistics of it. But I might I might try and do that sometimes. Hello, yeah, me and my brother hugged the TV at my grandparents' place to watch Cartoon Network, and showing my age, Doug Dodgers and Animated Justice League. I rewatched that like 3 years ago. I had never watched the Justice League, but I watched the whole thing 3 years ago, and I was like, that was interesting. That was great, you know? Do you like any spoof movies, maybe? What is a spoof movie? What does that mean? Spoof movie. What is this? What am I seeing? What is my brain being attacked with? What? I have questions. What's going on with the hair? Like, what happened with the hair? What's the vibe? What are we selling here? I have questions. Oh my God. I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't know these movies. I don't know if I like them, you know? Satirical recreations like Austin Powers or Spaceballs. I remember really not liking Austin Powers when I was young, so probably not my type of thing. Yeah, I probably don't like that. I don't like I like comedies. I don't like parodies that much unless it's like music like Weird Al. I like that, but I don't think I would like a whole movie that's dedicated to like make fun of another, well, make fun be a parody of something else. That's not my type. Oh yeah, those are kind of fun. I mean, it depends. I guess it's just not my humor. I remember like it was on TV on Saturdays sometimes, and it was like it's just not my vibe, so I'm just gonna stay away from it, type of thing. Oh, hello, Elle. How you doing? How you been? How was your weekend? Like Robin Hood, Men in Tights, The Naked Gun, Spaceballs. You are missing out. They're amazing. I do like Robin Hood. I guess the reason I feel like I don't like them that much is that they're usually kind of gross. And I think I watched Robin Hood when I was quite young, so I did not understand the grossness. And then as I grew up and I kind of like thought about it, I'm like, that was kind of gross. But I still don't hate it, type of thing. I think I was just too young when I watched it to understand how gross it was. But yeah. I still think it's funny, and we have a lot of jokes in my house about it, but I don't think I would go out of my way to watch other type of movies that are like that, you know? Remember, it is a spoof of the Prince of Thieves. Oh, I've never watched Prince of Thieves, so I wouldn't even know. I didn't know that, so I didn't know there was an original situation going on there, you know? Isn't Johnny English also a spoof movie? I don't know what Johnny English is. Let me Google. Johnny English. Well, that's Mr. Bean. So I'm guessing it is. I wouldn't know much of that more than that. Um, it was good. Happy to hear it. James Bond's with Mr. Bean. Yeah, I guess I googled too fast. You were about to tell me about that. I'm not a big fan of the Austin Powers movies, but I love Robin Hood. Same. High five on that. I don't know. It's just a great time for me. It's funny to me. The jokes were funny, even with the gross stuff that I got as an adult, because I think I was maybe 10, 11 watching this, and that we watched it like religiously, like every year. Sometimes we went to my cousins that I went to for a week every summer, we would definitely watch that. Like we would go and like, rent a movie and be watching it and be laughing our heads off. But yeah, and then we grew up, and then we were like, yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. They make dirty jokes. The humor is not for everyone. Yeah, I've never been a dirty joke type of person. I'm like, I like humor, and I don't mind dirty jokes, but I don't like when this the only punch. Like if there's gonna be a dirty joke every 2 minutes in a movie, it just doesn't do it for me. Like it's just not that funny. I like what to be honest, like I like a good dirty joke when it makes sense when it happens. Like it's a play on a word and something, and it's like and you're like okay, yeah. But if it's just about being vulgar and like saying a bunch of things in the in a succession, I don't personally see the appeal. But like, I mean, people are free to love what they like, but it's just not for me. And that's probably why I don't like Rush Hour 3. I think it was just gross for no reason. It's really compared to the first two. I was like, it was all good, and then there's just a few scenes that are just repulsive to me. So I'm like, I don't keep great memories from watching that one, so I don't really want to rewatch it again. I've still only seen Disney's Robin Hood. Well, that's funny. I've never seen that one. I grew up only knowing the Men in Tights version, and then I learned there was other things, and then I read the stories, and I probably saw another version of a movie at some point, but I've never watched the Disney one. I don't know. I was never into the fact that there were animals. If I remember well, that's the one where I think he's a fox or something, and it was just not speaking to me. I was just like, I don't know about that. It's not giving. If I'm being honest, and I don't think it speaks to me, so I will probably never watch it if I'm being honest. But you know, if people like it, they like it. That's the beauty of freedom. We're all free to like the stuff that we want and not like the other things that we don't want to like. You know. I love Furry Urban Hood too. It's still so dang good. Maybe I'll watch it one day if you convince me, or maybe we'll add it to the wheel, to the movie watch, the movie wheel for the movie nights. But I don't know. It's not something that I would personally go out of my way to watch. So I guess it would make sense if it shows up on the movie list. Then maybe we'll end up there. It's been so long since I've seen the Disney Robin Hood. Well, I guess if people are down, maybe we'll add it. I don't know. I don't have any thoughts or feelings about it. I was just always very confused about the fact that he was a fox. If I'm right, I just remember he's an animal. I don't remember which one it is. You know. Okay, if you want a good classic comedy, watch Les Visiteurs. A French comedy, a true classic, so funny. Les Visiteurs. Did you know I made the gang watch Le Dîner de Con? It's one of my favorite French movies. Oh, that dude. I might as well. Let me keep that. Like, I don't know that I would subject the crew to another French movie because for once they have to understand me and read the subtitles and all of that, you know. but that looks fun. That's also the thing. Like, there's a bunch of funny French movies that I like. But the thing with French movies that I've seen a pattern sometimes with the ones that I like, that you'll be enjoying the movie and all of a sudden boobs in your face, and then it moves on. But it's like, but I didn't need to see them boobs or a butt. Like, you'll just see random like body parts that you didn't ask to see. I feel that's something I've noticed with a lot of the comedic French movies I've watched, and I'm not saying that they're all like that, but a lot of them like to do that. And I'm like, okay, I know that, you know, the stereotypical, like, oh, the French like nudity and stuff, but sometimes, like, we didn't need to see her boobs. Like, I remember there was a movie we really like, I can't remember the title of it right now, and it was super good, and it's about a heist and all the good stuff, and at some point you just have a full like zoom in on two naked boobs, and then you were like, okay, and we were like, we wanted to watch this movie, we really liked it, so we're like, oh, we should show dad and watch it, but we all forgot that this happened, and we were watching, and then all of a sudden boobs in the screen at awkward times, you know, we're three girls and our dad in the room, and we're like, we're gonna pretend like that did not happen, and then there was like one more crude joke once, and then we just pretend we didn't hear it. We're just gonna move along and pretend that never happened, type of thing, you know. Yes, he is a fuck. All right, I'm not crazy. The favorite comedy personally is Grand Budapest Hotel. Let me Google that. I don't know that one. I was like, I know this guy's face. He's the guy from the menu. And isn't that the witch from Narnia? What a great cast I'm seeing in here. Like, what's even going on? Like, I'm already sold. And there's Willem Dafoe and Adrian Brody. Like, there's Hotman's in there. Okay. Owen was okay. There's a good choice of people. I am kind of sold on the cast alone. I'm still PBS spilled. Every time I see someone mention a French series, my brain immediately goes, Allô, allô, which is British. What is allô, allô? You guys are teaching me so many things today. What is allô, allô? British. It's a sitcom? I hate sitcoms. I'm sorry. I just don't like sitcoms because I cannot stand to watch a show where there's a laughing track. It just really doesn't do it for me. Like, it just takes me out and I get annoyed, and I get a cringe repulsion when it happens. So I don't really do that too much, you know. Let's see. It's the same with Swedish comedy movies, unless they feature one specific actor. If he isn't in it, almost always sex jokes. Yeah, like, you know, there are so many varieties of humors in the world. Like, why is that the one that's gonna prevail, type of thing, you know? It's a pretty good movie. Well, I'm kind of like very intrigued just from the cast. So, favorite Swedish comedy movies starring that actor as well is Rep Manad. I don't know what the circles on the A do, so like I haven't learned Swedish yet, so I don't know how to pronounce that one, you know. You never watched Malcolm in the Middle? I absolutely did, and I watched it in French. It's really hard for me to watch it in English. I loved watching it in French. It was so funny. The noises, the dub was amazing, and I don't think that I ever like finished. I don't know what the end of Malcolm in the Middle is, but I definitely grew up on that. That was one of the things that went on that one free channel we had on the TV. We were watching, we were recording it on the cassettes, like we were doing the things. But yeah, no, I really love it. One day I'd like to rewatch it, but it'd be so hard for me to rewatch in English. It would be such a weird feeling for me. I just know the lines so much in French, you know? But it was not a sitcom though. There was no laughing tracks, you know. It was just a show. That's why I liked it. The Middle, I don't know what the middle is. Or the Big Bang Theory, I haven't watched that. Again, because there would be a laughing track in these. Like, I don't know for the middle, but the Big Bang Theory definitely has one. And that's not my type of show anyways. Like, Esther wants to convince me to watch, like, How I Met Your Mother. I might do it out of, like, you know, consideration. But it's not something I would go out of my way to watch. That or Friends. Or, it's just not my type of show at all. I don't like it. I know it's a British comedy series about a French cafe owner trying to get through the German occupation of World War II. It's very silly. Sounds very silly. Is there a laughing track? That's all it's about. Is there a laughing track or not? No, if you have a laughing track, you kind of lose me there. It's pronounced like the O and O. So, Repmonad? I'm assuming the A is pronounced A. I have no idea. I know nothing about Swedish. Like, I can't help with this. The French dub of A King's Tale is great. What is a Night of Kings? I can't read. Knight's Tale. Exactly like that. Okay, today I have learned. I still know what it means though. I don't think I've watched that movie, so I wouldn't really know. Heath Ledger. Yep, definitely don't watch The Naked Gun. There's a scene where the ballerinas literally dance along the male ballerinas. Hopping from one to one. It's a joke and not sexualized, but still. Like, I mean, honestly, if there's a whole movie and there's going to be one scene where something happens, like, rather quickly, it's not the end of the world, especially if the movie is still good, you know. We can live. It's when it's the main focus. Like, that's just not something that I resonate with, and that's why I don't produce content like that, because it doesn't speak to me, so I won't produce content that I don't want to watch myself. Not that I want to watch my VODs, let's be honest, but, you know, that's nothing for me. It's just not. Maybe some people are like, oh my god, that's the funniest thing ever. Probably Aster. Aster and I have such different humor. Like, he will crack himself up with something and laugh for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, and then he's like, you never laugh at my jokes. I'm like, I mean, I do, but not all of them. Like, not all of them are that funny. I'm not about to just laugh, like, fake laugh. And sometimes I end up laughing just because he's laughing too much, and I laugh at the fact that he's cracking himself up with his own joke. That's the type of thing that happens here, but not everything's that funny to me. Like, you have to find my funny bone. Like, I have a very specific type of humor, and if you don't hit it, nothing's gonna happen. A Knight's Tale is fun. Reimagines Knight as basically rock stars. Has a really good soundtrack too. Really? How come I don't think. Have I seen this before? Because when I look at the pictures, it is. Wait, I've definitely watched that when I was young, because I remember the tall, lanky, blonde dude and the redhead. But what's the story of this? I don't remember. I think I did watch it in French on TV when I was a child, but I have no idea what's this about. I would have to rewatch it to know what the story is. Maybe one day. Like, I'm keeping, as usual, I have so many tabs open on my PC because I'm keeping all the things you guys are telling me about. Yeah, my PC might be slow and I can't complain, but it's alright, you know? But, let me get some water. What did I do with my water bottle? What? Ah, I couldn't find it. in Sweden, you have to do mandatory military service for 9 to 11 months since 2018. Also, for women, once you finish high school, the word repmonad means a quite short repetition course that you have to a few years late. A quite short repetition course that you have a few years late. I have no idea what this means. Like what is what? Repetition course of a course about what? Of what? When? How? I have questions. I don't get it. But yeah. I don't know. See, that's what I like about Just Chatting stream, because it can start some way and then we don't know how we're talking about Swedish military service. It just happens, and it's the greatest form of content that I like to do, which is why I want to, take more time with it. Like, I think since I decided that I wanted to have one yapping stream a week, I've been happier. Like, I feel like yapping streams are the ones that relax me the most, because I don't really need to think about anything else. I just have to think about chatting, yapping. I was thinking about a word and I'm like, I don't know if that's actually a word, but putting my thoughts out there, because I don't know how to say what I want to say, but like even my random thoughts about everything, discussing, getting advice, giving advice as much as possible. I feel like it's just a good time. It's just like we all thought about finances and stuff, and how to we have goals for our retirement, and I think it's fun that we can just yap about that casually, and then complain about stuff, and then talk about movies and complain about taxes, and it's all in a good vibe and a good time, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful that this is something that is possible on my channel. Like, I would have never thought, but I'm still very grateful, and I will always keep saying it. I know I repeat myself a lot with it, but I am very grateful, basically. Repmonad is a repetition course for your military service, so that you remember what you learned. That you have a few years after you finish your military education. The movie is a committee about this. Okay, that all makes sense. Okay, all right. So it's like a refresh course, like on what you learn in the military. I see. That's good. It's Sig. Hello, Sig. How you doing? How was your weekend? How have you been? We're yapping away today. I have a good sad movie for you with Danny Glover. It's called The Saint of Fort Washington. Let me Google that real quick. The Saint of Fort Washington. 1993. Dang, the picture was so HG. I didn't think it was that old. That looks interesting. Let me just do a little bit of googling. Oh, let me keep that on the site for me to watch. I mean, some movies I'll probably propose for movie night, but some movies I'll probably just watch on my own when I want to see some stuff. I see. So what's up? Your turn to chat, to yap. Yap away. What's up? What's good? What's going on in your life, Sig? What's up? Yeah, a refresher course. Yeah, that makes sense. Now what? Now I understand. I was telling Aster about that. When I was young, on TV we had ads for learning English, and it's like all people coming to that school and be like, 254-6011. Now I understand. So like all of us, whether we spoke English or not, we all knew 254-6011. Like people are like, oh, do you speak English? And you're like, oh yes, no toaster are the words you know. But for us, it was like 254-6011. Now I understand. Those were the things we were used to say. And I was like, Aster was not in the country when that was going on TV, so he cannot understand the reference. But these phone numbers just stayed in our heads so easily back then. It was amazing. Old movie, but pretty good. Yeah, I don't judge a movie for how old it is. Sometimes there are some classics that are old and cannot be judged. Even though sometimes, I feel like you can judge a little bit when they try to have like some special effects that are like, that be looking a bit suspicious. But except for that, I ain't judging, 9/11 makes me want to watch Lethal Weapon again. I don't think I've ever watched that either. I'm just looking at the cast, and honestly, I don't know that many people. And I mean, the name rings a bell, but I don't actually know who Danny Glover is. But you know. Oh, it's Kruka. Hello, Kruka. How you doing? How was your weekend? What's good? Batteries not included. Watch that. Batteries not included. This doesn't ring a bell at all. And no one's face like is giving me anything. How old is this one? 1987. Dang. I mean, we watch Casablanca. I swear I didn't fall asleep. So we do watch a lot of old stuff as well. But I don't see good reviews on it. I might like how would you rate it personally? Sig, would you say like you liked it? It was man, like how do you feel about it? Trust me. What do you mean trust me? Give me why should I trust you? It's good. It's good, but that looks suspicious out here, you know? It might be good, but is it good? I wonder. Da, 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 da. It was good, just chilling, grinding Star Rail. Let's go. You got this. Again, I gave up a long time ago on Star Rail. It's been over a year now. Another fun comedy movie is See How They Run. See How They Run. See, when I tell you I've seen nothing. Does not ring a bell. Is it a Swedish movie? Also, this one doesn't have a great reviews. I'm not gonna go on the reviews to choose what I watch, but I'm like, bro, I'm like, dang, people don't like him like that. But I see Adrian Brody, so that's already that's a selling point here. We have Hotman in the chat, so you know. It's one of my favorite old cheesy movies. Alright, I'll trust you then for the nostalgia. Well, what kind of movie you like? Well, that's what we're talking about. Like, I grew up not watching a lot of movies. I've only been watching a lot of movies now because we do movie night every Thursday. But except for that, I don't. But I just don't. I guess the one that I know I don't like for sure is like crude movies. They don't do much for me. I don't like dirty jokes. Like for 90% of the movie, that is like, you know, like Adam Sandler type of movie or Will Ferrell type of movie. They don't do it for me. They're just not it either, so like, you know. Yeah, fair. It's a strange comedy movie. Well, I mean, you like it, so clearly there has to be something good about it, right? Right? I should watch Batteries Not Included. I've actually never seen it. Well, we all need to watch more movies. Because imagine like in 10, 20 years that we're like, oh, this movie is almost 100 years old. La dang, it'll be a feeling to watch. Like we need to be like, I saw that when I was younger, when we're all grandpas and grandmas, you know? Did you ever see Short Circuit? No, I don't think so. Let me see. Short Circuit. I don't know if we'll get a movie or the thing. Oh, it's a movie. 1986. Is that WALL-E? I've never seen this. Like, is it supposed to be WALL-E's ancestors? Because I'd be living for it. Oh, I haven't seen Short Circuit either. I didn't wonder if you actually would still like some of the spoof movies. My boss also doesn't like cross humor usually with the, but these but these are generally an exception. I mean, there might be. I'm sure there are a few exceptions. I really love Coming to America, and it's a very crude movie. Like it's not cute. And again, that's a one that I watched too young to understand. And then I understood how crass it was growing up. And then I was like, dang, that's what we were watching with our parents when we were like 12? I still like the movie because I grew up on it. I loved the story, so I would get past through the crudeness anyways. Do I think it's really funny? No. Like, for some of the things are still funny. So, yeah, there might be exceptions. I don't think I would say it's a genre that, like, I really enjoy and I want to watch it. But, you know. That's who WALL-E is based off on. Okay, well, that's a great selling point. Makes me want to watch that. I'm going to give you a movie list. Like, dang, I'm eating good today. Like at this point, I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I have 7 tabs open with movies right now. mm. uh, that's my brother. He got a letterbox account like 2 years ago and became a cinephile. Oh, people are fancy like that. I'm not that fancy. I feel like the good thing about movie night is that I don't see myself taking time to sit and watch a movie otherwise. Even though, like, we did it a bit over the holidays, we watched like maybe 2, 3 movies, but that's about it. I've never been much of a movie person. I'd rather watch 5 episodes of an anime instead. That's who I am, you know. Did you see Goonies? No. That sounds like it should be something bad. Like, what is that? Ew. What is this? It has Sam. Sam. But what is even what why is that just a random orc from Lord of the Rings in there? What is that? You know why my mom thought it was cute that I was singing the Brave Sir Robin song from Monty Python growing up. I don't actually know who Monty Python is. Who is Monty Python? I don't know. I don't know enough. It's a fabulous adventure family movie. I love that you chose fabulous to describe it. That sells it to me, you know. It has such a interesting cast situation going on. A lot of old people now. Dang. I'm giving you all the good movie gold. La dang. I wonder if there's anything you'll say that we watch in movie night. We have watched every Oscar winner by now and is currently doing. Oh, he has watched every Oscar winner by now and is currently working his way through the top-rated movies for every year on Letterboxd since 1897. Yeah, you know that takes dedication. There's no way I would be dedicated to watching movies like that. I need to like take a time. The only time I was close to that is when I was like, I want to watch all the Marvel movies to know what's going on. So I went on a binge for like a month or two where I was watching all of them. I my God, did I not enjoy Captain America and Doctor Strange? But I was like, okay, like before the last Avengers came out, I wanted to be up to date with all the things, and I watched it all. And then after that, I've never done that again. I was like, that way too many movies to watch. I don't like sitting there like that. I don't care like that. And I've lost my attention span now. I have a zoomer brain now, so I can't, you know. Um, you might enjoy the Tin Men miniseries. Tin Men miniseries. Oh? Nobody I know, but it focuses on the adventures of a small town waitress named DG, who is pulled into a magical realm called the Uz, ruled by tyrannical sorceress Delia. That's interesting. I do like a nice little fantastical story. Oh my God, that hairdo! Who did that to you, man? Like, what happened to your hair, anyways? Goodies is great. Apparently, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Old British humor, very funny, similar to the Spoofs, but much less crass and pretty clever. Well, maybe I'll get into that. It's one of my now 10 or 11 things on my tabs on my browser. I just saw a trailer for the new Final Destination. Crazy after all these years. You know, for me, like, let franchises die. I don't particularly like when they bring back something and like it's supposed to be a continuation. It's like, it's okay, it was good, it's a classic. And honestly, I say that I haven't watched them. It was never my type of movie. I don't know. I don't hate horror movies, but I don't know, this type of horror is not for me. I don't like it. It doesn't make me happy. I don't particularly enjoy them. They stress me out and make me feel not great. So I'm like, I avoid. And I love that I didn't know a new one was coming out. I just know that I saw something on Twitter about someone saying like how this movie traumatized a whole generation because we refused to drive behind a truck with the wooden thingies, like the big pieces of wood. And honestly, Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched a movie, but I've probably seen the scene about it. And yeah, no, anytime I'm driving next to a truck, forget about it. I gotta get out of here. I'm like, something could break. It will get into my car, and it's just not, absolutely not type of thing, you know. Yeah, the Marvel movies are mostly meh. Yeah, there's some really good ones, and then there's some that you're like, but why did you spend any money in that? And then they really were smart with the marketing because you felt like you would miss out on something if you didn't watch one of them. So you went and watched all of them, even the bad ones, because then there would be like a after credit scene or something, and be like, oh, that explains what happened in the other movie. So then you felt the need to watch all of them. But like, you know, freaking Ant-Man and the Wasp and all the Ant-Man movies, I was really not like, who is this man? And I do not care. I really don't care for him. Why is he here? That's how I felt about it. But I watched them, you know. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think I watched the second one. I think I gave up after the first one. I was like, I've got enough background story on that one. I don't need more, you know. Monster Squad. Squad. This does not ring a bell whatsoever. Like nothing. My brain is not tickled by the pictures I'm seeing. What are these? Whoops, that's gonna be a video. This one has better reviews. Let's see. Okay. That came out in 2007. How have I never seen this in my life? Like, who are these people? Horace, that's a name. Okay. But it's a horror comedy. That could be interesting though. But unless it's cringe, but I don't know. I will trust you on that one. Did you watch Inception or The Martian when they came out? I did watch Inception at the movie theater, I think, when it came out. It was pretty good, and then I forgot all about it because honestly, you asked me the story today, I have no idea. The only thing I remember about Inception is the buildings moving and the ending. I remember the ending, and I remember being like, oh, at the end. But that's it. What's the story? Why are they doing whatever they're doing? I have no idea. It's a blur. So if I rewatched it, it would actually be good for me because I don't know what it's about. I know I like the soundtrack though. The Martian though, I have no idea. I've never watched that. My trauma movie was Chainsaw Massacre. My older cousin showed me it when I was 7, and I watched it because my parents told me no. Yeah, you know, felt for me that the movie like that was Carrie. You know, the one that ends up with a lot of red at the high school party. That's the one that I saw way too young, and I was like, that was a watch. I think we rented it at when I went to my cousin's for the week. We went to rent movies, and we chose to watch that because it was like, oh, we shouldn't, but we should watch that. yeah, that was that. Paprika is better than Inception. That's what I understand. I mean, I don't remember the story, and Paprika is an acid trip that I enjoyed, and there was a little vector in it, so it's okay. Now, speaking of Monster Squad, one of my favorite underrated animated movies, Monsters vs. Alien. What are these things I've never heard of? Explorers. My God, there's just too much. I don't have enough tabs. My computer's gonna crash. Les explorateurs. La 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 la. I've never heard of that. What is this? Why are all the reviews always 6 out of 10? Huh? What's going on, Sig? Okay, it's good though. Yeah, I think I would want to rewatch it now that I'm older and like, you know, take my time understanding this movie properly. I know I've seen Monster vs. Aliens, but I have very little memory of it. No idea. I remember it was cute though. It was cute, and it was named Monsters vs. Aliens. Oh yeah, I've never seen that. I think I've seen the girl's face, but I've never watched the movie though. Monsters vs. Alien is fun. I think in my young brain I was confused because I thought that the main character was the same white-haired girl from The Incredibles. And for some reason, my brain was just connecting these two as the same person, and I just never watched it, type of thing, you know? Much Big Alien is fun. Wait, was Paprika the predecessor to Mezzo DSA? I don't know what Mezzo DSA is, though. Or am I thinking of something else? Let's see. I have no idea what this is. What is that about? Mezzo Danger Service Agency. Is it supposed to be paprika like? I wouldn't know. I'd like to help you on your quest to answer this question, but I have actually no idea whatsoever, so I don't know that I'll be able to do that, you know, type of thing. The Incredibles is also good. Yes, I really like The Incredibles. I was very obsessed because when I was young and we got a DVD player, like we had Annie and we had The Incredibles. Those were our two DVDs for like months or even maybe over a year. So we would just watch these two movies all the time, and then I really enjoyed it. I really loved watching all the special behind the scenes and all the stuff that were there. So yeah. What do you mean it's 2 weeks? Stop being illegal. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hello, Cass. Hello, Fade. Will. Hello. Hello, Spacey. Hello, Alpine. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, Denzia. Denzi? I think she calls you Denzi. I don't know. Hello, Kyra. It's Kyra. Hello, Kyra. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Twig, you're the bestest, but you're also illegal. I haven't managed to raid you in a while, and I don't think that's okay, and I think that's slender, okay? Then Zia? Okay, I'll go for that. I think that's right. Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? We're yapping away. Right now we're talking about movies. Hello, Raylan. How you doing? Welcome in. How you doing? How was your stream? What did you do? Was it the cozy talking? I know that that's the last thing I saw that was planned on your channel. What's up? Hello, Roshan. How you doing? Welcome in, people. How you doing? Hope you had an amazing time with the one and only Twig. Hello. It was story time. Is it gonna have a VOD? Because I want to listen to your story times. Because story times from Twigs are great times all around. I wanna watch that. People, if you do not follow Twig yet, please make sure to follow Twig. Twig is love. Twig is bae. Twig is amazing, super creative, super talented, and she just released a cover not too long ago. Very, very awesome. I feel very honored that I have one with her too. So you know, if you like the nice Eto Shinoaki, that's Twig that you're hearing there. That's her. She's the best, and I love her. Okay, that's what's up. But yeah, we were just chatting about a bunch of things: finances, movies, good movies, bad movies, retiring at like in 2 years. Yeah, we're copiuming hard, but we're hopiuming with all our strength, type of thing. You know, we're just living our best life. The stories were more like fever dreams, though. Yeah, I mean, you went too far after a warning, so of course you would get banned. So unless you behave now, you might get banned again. So, how you doing, though? But yeah, what was I going to say? Inner Space is a good one. Adventure and action, great actor and special effects. I've never heard of that one. I'm getting so many movie recommendations right now. The main actor feels familiar. A few heads there feel familiar. How old is this one? 87? So many movies in 87. What was up with that? That was at the year where everything was good. Movies were coming out. We're having a great time. Like, dang. Yee. But yeah, I wanna do so many things, and I have so many ideas, and I just need to do them one day. But like, you know, time is of the essence for most things, and we don't. But as I was saying earlier, February is a good month. I am hyping myself up. I am choosing to follow through with the things that I want to do. I already started working on one of our musicals, so you know, I'll work on that. It's gonna be great, okay? Time is timing. Time is timing very, very much so. Still cold. What cold? What is cold? But Yeah, I want there's a lot of things I want to do, and I want to do a lot of them during February. February is the month that I feel like energy for some reason. I feel very motivated. So when you feel motivated, don't let it go. Don't let it like escape you all of a sudden. Just do the things you had planned, do the projects and everything. Cold is nice though since I can go skiing. I don't know about that. And I don't know, today was like some sort of snowstorm situation. It was really not cool, and then just my hands are freezing anytime I finish cleaning the car, and like it's just no. And then traffic was disgusting because everybody's scared. The car is sliding away. You know how scary it is when you're driving and all of a sudden you take a turn and then the car just did beep, 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 and you're like, oh god, because the car was not in control. It's like you're sliding right now, and you're like, oh great. And then I was fine, but I was like, well, honestly, if the car was just gonna go away with me on a turn, it would be that. Also, I get random trucks and like school buses always trying to crash my car for some reason. I'm like, do you not see me? Like, you cannot just turn whether they have their flashers or not. The bus has a flasher, but I'm in the middle of the bus, so I can barely see it. And then there's other cars that just like to not use their flashers and be annoying on the road. You know, the usual. There is that cold feeling of energy surging through your body until you realize that's actually frostbite. Please stay warm, precious. Don't be timid. Thank you, thank you. I will do my best. It's very cold, but I will hope that I can achieve stuff, because I think I will actually depress myself if I don't achieve the things that I want to do this month. I'm gonna do my best to actually do the things that I want to do. I don't talk about them because I don't want to get judgment after, because like, oh, you told me you would do that. I know it will help with accountability, but like, I still haven't figured stuff out properly, so I'll take my time, okay? Yep, I crashed my parents' car last month, uh, 2 days after Christmas. Yeah, that sounds like a terrible time. I hope you didn't get hurt or anything. Car just like, do you know friction is not right now? Did it? Yeah, that's pretty much the vibe. And I'm just like, it's sad because there's nothing you could do about it. Like, you're just sliding away, and you're like, amazing. I just don't drive when the roads are frozen, to be honest. Well, I wish I had that choice, but sadly with the work that I do, I can't exactly choose not to go in because it's snowing. Sadly, my job is not nice like that. Cause Jacob, I hope you're okay. Yeah, I wasn't hurt. My bank account was though. Do you not have car insurance for these type of things? My God, that's way too much. Oh wait, did I miss something? No. That reminds me of Magic School Bus. Yeah, it did look similar when I googled it. Since I had to pay for the repair, yeah, like, but I guess maybe because it wasn't your car, you didn't have the insurance needed for it, but like, dang, that hurts. Now, that hurts when I randomly hit the car of my neighbor the other day, and that I'm still paying that off, so that's that. We have, but it covers like 80%. Well, I hope they at least did not like raise how much, like, at least your parents pay for the insurance or you pay for insurance per month because of it. Because like, here is kind of how it works. If you have an accident, it will like raise the price for the next year and stuff like that, which is very annoying. And which is why I decided to pay for the repairs out of pocket, so I wouldn't need to tell my insurance. But also, I didn't think that the repair was gonna be almost $1,000. So it hurt a lot when he gave me the bill, and I was like, oh, great, awesome, great. Car insurance is an illusion, true. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I don't like the concept of insurance to begin with, but we kind of don't have a choice. It's like, we pay money in case something happens. I pay like $100 every month just in case someone hits my car or I hit a car. Yes, of course, at least for a car, I feel like there's more chances of someone hitting you. It just happens. Like, you're on the road, there's gonna be stupid people. But sometimes, like, insurance is like, but what if nothing ever happens for the rest of my life? I will have paid this money for nothing. And it hurts to think about it like that, okay? Oh, a Karen rear hit me the other day. I asked her to go to the side so we wouldn't block the traffic, but she's continued after that. I was like, for real, bro? Oh my God, I would be so pissed off. Honestly, after I almost got hit by a bus today, I was like, we need to have the car camera stuff, because I wouldn't have time to take a picture of the license plate. Like, there would have been nothing for me to do. So I'm like, nah. I think as soon as we can afford it, we should definitely get cameras in the car, in the front and the back. Call it a day, and maybe we'll be called for an investigation one day if there's a murder and our car caught something, and I'll be very excited about it. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I still paid like $400. Dang. Now my dad said he crashed it to not raise my rate. Oh, that's nice of your dad. But yeah, 400 like hurts, especially since they pay 80% and you still have to pay 400. That sucks a lot. Dang. Mana advocate crash car to make sure using insurance. Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. Make sure you crash your car at least once in your life to make sure that you use the insurance you paid. That's how it goes, okay? The idea is that the money you paid to never get goes to help someone who needed that money to recover. Until you realize it went into a CEO's wallet instead. Very, very true. Very accurate. It's the sad reality of our world. The money never goes where it's supposed to go. Like, I think that's the basic idea here. Whenever you give money somewhere, it never goes where it's supposed to go. It just doesn't. Hey, it's Kyra. Kyra. Oh, I haven't done that in a long time. Let me see. Does this work? I don't know where Kyra's at, but we're gonna see if that works. New car 2023, so expensive repairs. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I was thinking like I'd like to like have a nice car one day, but like, hey, Kyra hikes, let's go. But it's just like I don't want to have a car that I have to pay like a car note for, because I do think it's a scam. I personally do not want to have that. So I'd rather have an older car and be able to pay it myself and choose how I do, like whether I use like a line of credit or something, but I am in charge. There's no like $800 a month for 7 years that I'm paying for a car. Like I refuse to live my life that way. So even if I have to get an older car so it's cheaper, I will put the money on the side for it, and then I will upgrade my car. Like, I don't see anything wrong with having a 2020 car. Right now, my car is 2010, and it's ruling. Does it have its issues in there? Yes. Does it not have the thing to start the car from inside the house, which would be very useful in winter? It doesn't, but it's fine. It starts, it goes on the road, and it doesn't eat that much gasoline, so it's all good. I will survive until it dies, and while it's rolling, I will be saving money for the next one day, you know? I'll have more free time to hang out soon. My uncle went to India for a funeral. Oh, I've been gone almost 3 weeks now. That's why you've been so busy. Don't worry about it. I just think about you, and I send you huggies, and then we checked on you in Tomodachi last week to make sure you were happy. You have friends and you're popular and you're still smirky. Don't worry, all is under control. We got you. And it was top speed as well. Oh, God. Well, top spec as well. Oh, so yeah, that wasn't the funniest experience since it ended up with them taking my car for almost a month. Ooh, yeah, no, that hurts. You lose your car and you have to pay money, and then you have to feel bad because you feel bad again, like towards your parents. Rough time. Mana, you still yapping? Of course I am. Are you complaining perhaps when I'm sick? Do you have comments to make about the yapping? Did I not warn you with the title that you cannot escape the yap? I thought I made myself very clear, but maybe you didn't get the message or something. I don't know. You just seem a little bit confused to me right now, you know? I hope you're doing well, though. But yeah, I don't know. It's so interesting how every time I think I'm done talking, there's always something that shows up in my brain. I was just like, oh yeah, I should probably end there. But like, oh, but did you know that? This and that. So many things come to my brain. Oh yeah. I just remembered. I was excited, so I wanted to share about it. It's a yap stream. I didn't see the title. It's all about the yap. I have spent my free time on something when I do get it. I'm learning to draw. Let's go! Feel free to post your progress. I remember you posted one on Discord and I'm like, dang, okay, we're starting off strong. You already have more skills than I've ever had in my life. So I know it's gonna get greater because you're awesome at that. But yeah, I wanted to share this random thing that has nothing to do with anything we talk about today. But we had a gift, a wedding gift that was a sous vide cooker and stuff, like whatever it is. And I was not super convinced. Like, I was like super obsessed with cooking in general and whatnot. So I was like, okay, you got it. I didn't pay for it. I ain't complaining. But we got all the equipment for it and stuff. And last week we made sous vide chicken breast. I was not very confident, especially after we put it in there. We were like, this ain't looking appetizing, but okay. But when I tell you this was the juiciest chicken breast I've ever had in my life, like, it was crazy. Like, you know, it feels like it's this texture of like a chicken thigh, but it's a chicken breast. And it's like, what are we doing here? And I was not confident, but I will give it to him. It's very easy to make, lasts for a long time, and it's very juicy. So I would say, you know, I think it can be a time saver because you can make so much money, like meal prep in advance with it. And I would say it actually seems to be a worthwhile expense for people, you know? Hello, Effie, how you doing? How was your weekend? How have you been? Send Kara meme Monarch now that she can make her own memes from nothing. What? Kara meme Monarch? What does Kara meme Monarch mean? I know my English ain't all that, but I don't get it. Though I have to go now. I have work in the mornings, like 3 a.m. in IKEA land, and I start working in hours. So good night. Good night, chicken. Thank you for hanging out. That's super cool of you to hang out for so long. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. No worries. By drawing, I mean. Soon, Kara meme Monarch. Now that she can make her own name from nothing. I just don't understand the Monarch. Are we talking about Monarch like the VTuber? Is that because I'm confused if that's what we're talking about. If that's what we're talking about, then it makes sense. Thank you very much, FB. But yeah, I'm sorry. I make your comments. Yeah, that make you explain yourself, and it's kind of lame on me. But I just don't get it sometimes. I'm a bit slow on the upside, you know. Oh! Oh! Alright, I get you. It makes sense. I don't know. My brain is rotted by the Twitter, because for me, I just seen people, because people were having a whole meltdown about Monarch joining VShojo, so that's all I could think about, because people were like, oh, they're lying about auditions when she never auditioned for this, and people will be complaining because this is, you know, that's what people do. A good language wall, don't worry, one day I'll make it. Gotta go, EP. Thank you for the fun yap. Take care. Take care. Have a good night. Rest well. You're awesome, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully. But yeah, people be complaining, and I'm like, I mean, just work hard enough that people reach out to you. Honestly, I'm like, you know, we all trying our best and everything, but like, if you see someone that has been a content creator for almost 20 years that are super successful in and outside of the VTuber community, joining an agency, and you're like, why wasn't it me? I feel like you need to, like, you know, take a step back, think about it for a little second, and be like, what can I do to make myself be to that level that I'm desired? Instead of being, it was all rigged from the beginning, Ray. I don't know. I ain't got time to be whining about stuff like that. People just like to whine for some reason, and I don't get it. You know, that's what's up. Let me just see. Yeah. Alright. I was checking if there was anybody I know that is streaming on YouTube right now, but I actually don't have anybody I know. Posted all my art I made. Ooh, I'll have to check that in a few seconds as soon as I can. But you know, there's nobody that I know life. Anyways, people are mad about that. I'm so glad to not know. Yeah, no, people were like subtweeting, vague posting about how like they be recruited, like they just pretend to have auditions, but they always get their own friends and the big people. You know, I feel like there was some validity to that in some other instances, but this one is not one of these. It's just not. Like, just guys, this is not the way. And I'm like, do they realize that by complaining and whining about it and that, you're pretty much making yourself, like, you blacklisting yourself? Like, they will never choose you after that. Have a good night, kiddo. Rest well, and you have a big day. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know. People don't understand that. Like, even if you're mad, complain to your mom. Like, don't do it online. Like, the brownie points that you get today is not gonna help you in your career, I guess, is what I would say. But you know, I ain't the voice of reason out here. I cannot be the one telling people what to do. Anyways, that being said, you guys have been absolutely awesome. Thank you again to for the raid. Thank you for the raiders for staying around and hanging out. I hope you had a good time. I'm gonna call it a day for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're watching some videos and talking about them. Should be an interesting watch. Hopefully there'll be a lot of yap again. So if you like yapping, tomorrow we're yapping some more. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out. It was a fun time. You guys are all awesome. You make me happy. Thank you for everybody that watched on Twitch, everybody that watched on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Elle. Thank you, Philip, hiding somewhere. And I'll see you tomorrow for some watching stuff, okay? Professional secrets. Have a nice night, Corinne. I'll see you soon. Thank you, Cass. Have a good time zone indeed. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.